Hi, welcome to Hans Gaming. I thought I'd bring you a video today on a game called Subsistence. I've only just stumbled across it. I can't tell you if it's brand new or not, but it is only £10 in the store at the minute. And as early access games go, this one has, I'm not going to say potential, because everyone says potential, and that means shit. This one's already a pretty good game as it is, and it's only single player at the minute. So I just wanted to go through just a couple of things, just to give you an idea. Go for my current save. I've done a fair bit, so we'll try and just treat it like I'm new. So first things first, the map. It's quite big. It's a pretty good size for single player. It looks pretty good. I really like the lighting. I think I saw in a developer tweet that there are going to be more enhancements to the sort of visuals. But you know what? It's like the same as any game. You start off and you look at the visuals, and if they're too bad, then you don't play it. Fair enough. But generally, if they're acceptable and pretty good, then you tend not to look at it after a little while and focus on the gameplay. And to be fair, this one has hooked me fully. I think one of the only sort of early access games I haven't played is Rust. So maybe that's why people have compared the two. And maybe that's why, because I've never played it, this is why this one appeals to me. But I played DayZ and all of that, and you know, I know my way around getting robbed for shit games. Anyway, let's go straight on for. I'm not saying DayZ's a shit game, by the way. I'm just saying shit games. It just so happened that they were twinned together. I love a bit of DayZ. Anyway, so first of all, we're going to start off with a bit of looting. There's 3 types of crates. The medical crate, which is right here. And this has a, well, let's see what it's got in it, shall we? Bit of building materials, but it's got bandages, water and berries. The next kind of crate, I think there's one here. Ah, of course, there's a bear guard in it. Interestingly, about the wildlife, I was going to try and separate this all up, but no point when it's being like this. As you see, that's a level 2 bear. That means that bear is either spawned as a level 2 or it's killed me before and it's leveled up. And it saves its level until, hopefully, I kill it. But we'll see. This is a building crate. So as you'd expect. It's got something mixed from an ammo crate as well. Let's just go and see if we can find the ammo crate just to finish it off. Okay, and here we are. Here's the last kind of crate. This is an ammo crate. It generally has sometimes a little bit of ammo. Not this time, but it's got all the stuff to make ammo, like ammo casings and gunpowder. So you want to find those 3 crates. When you first start, you're gonna not really know where you are or anything like that. You're gonna try and find as many of those crates as you can to get enough bare materials so you can start crafting. Obviously, the one thing you won't find in crates is wood, but that's easy. You just smack them. You know, you get a chunk for every 3 hits, and then, depending on the tree, that'll be it. If it comes up with a red X, no more wood for you, boy. But there are other trees that have different levels of how much wood you can get out of them. I think the biggest one's 6 or something. Anyway, so once you've been searching around for a bit and you've got some stuff, the next thing... Oh, look, sorry, I didn't forget to mention scrap metal as well. You find that loose in the world. That's quite important later on when you're crafting guns. So anyway, moving on. Crafting. So everything... The first level of crafting you can do all by yourself. It's all here. This isn't just something I've done because I've been playing for a while. This is hour 1 stuff. So you can craft all this stuff without a workbench or anything. Everything you need to make a base is sort of... Here's the equipment stuff you need behind it, making a base, and then the actual like storage crates, wood foundation. It's really... So, you know, first off you'll be, you know... Once you've got all the materials, nails, which you find in chests and stuff, the only thing you have to craft wooden planks by logs, but I think it's 1 plank for 2 logs. So, you know, and cordage, which you find fibre in the wild, and also in crates. So I'll come on to fibre in a minute actually, because people have reported that they find it very hard to see. But anyway, so here, once you've crafted an item, as long as it's got a blue thing, you can change the height. Sink it right down if you want, but you know, you can just Then do that. I'm just gonna quickly demonstrate. I'm not gonna make a whole base because I've already got one, which I'll show you a bit later. So, you know, wood wall. I'll show you inside the wood wall panel. You've also got doorways, so you can change the kind of building you want, which I think is pretty cool. So you can get pretty creative with your what you're doing. Let's make a doorway as well, just to show you, and probably a door. Let's do it. Why not? So the wall's ready, and what's great is that you can't just pop it anywhere, but it's got a nice snap system. Bang, straight in. No fuss, which is pretty cool. That's ready. So I like that. It all works really smoothly as well, which is really nice. There's never much fucking about with this. Lovely. So there we go. Bang. So you got your start. Right, so there you go. Obviously you'd build a bit more if you wanted, but as for a very basic start, just I mean when you first start you'll need to make fires to keep yourself warm, and once you get clothes you don't need to as much, but for now you'll need to build a shelter. Once you've built that shelter, which isn't complete, you'll need to build something called a base command. You need electronic scrap for that, which is again finding crates. Quite easy. But that's your next priority. That is your priority. Try and avoid all the wildlife that you can, because they're brutal. They will fuck you up, basically. So once you've made a base command, should I try and make you a base command so you can see? I don't even know if I can make two. Let's find out. Go on, electronic scrap. Go on, bastard. Okay, right. Well, anyway, you'll make a base command. You'll slap it on there, or any wall or anything you like, and that's when you can open up your second tier of crafting. So I may as well show you to my base. Okay, so about fibre. There was a lot of people sort of saying how you can't see it, it's really hard to find it, it's a real pain in the arse, but it's actually really easy. As soon as you get your eye, and straight away you're thinking, oh, is this the fibre plant? No. Is this a fibre plant? No. What about this? Surely if I, hit this, all the other games you probably play is like, oh god, how'd you get it? But once you see it, it's pretty easy. There you go. There's one right there. You have to get your iron, but as soon as you got it in, you're there. Look, let's sit there. And as soon as you start, that's a medical plant. That's good. But yeah, soon you'll start picking it out. They're not always frequently spawning as they are here. Look, I think that might be a blueberry actually, but no, it's fibre. So just little sticks, but you can see why people might miss them, because they don't stick out sometimes that well. But as soon as you train your eye in, you'll find plenty. So this is my base. As you can see, I greedily took a whole cave, but I thought, why not go mad? Wasn't really knowing what I was doing at this point, so it was a bit, it's a bit messy, but whatever. So anyway, I made my sort of wood floor, everything wood, blah 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 blah. Kind of that's my little escape ramp. That I like that. So anyway, here's my command center, base command, sorry. And in the second tier of crafting, you can base lights, wood burners, refineries, beds, all this stuff. All bloody good stuff, even animal housing, which I thought was quite good. Lock picks, sofa. I don't think the sofa's got a use, but there you go. So once you've sort of built your core and you've got that note, actually, as soon as you put that on the wall, that's when the AI comes into the game. But we'll go into that step next or later. So once you've got your shell down, you start building storage crates and other things. Hang on, I should have probably gone into this. As soon as you've got your base command, you get like a power and mass rating. It starts off at 500, and the mass starts off at 100. So say if you wanted to craft a base light, that's not a problem, because you've got 500 power and 100 mass. So it only takes away 50 and 250, and then the additional crafting materials that you need. Now what will happen, as soon as you craft something from your base command, it will take both of these things down, but they do regenerate. but only to their preset numbers. So if you obviously if you take 250, it'll go down to 250, but it will regenerate back up to 500 slowly. Same as the mass, it will regenerate the 50 that it's lost and go up to 100. So that all makes sense. What comes next is things like something outside of your power and mass reach. So things like a recycler. That's you need 1,000 power. So that's when you build things like these power storage, which adds an extra 500. The only problem is that it won't, just because your capacity is 1,500, the power won't automatically go up to 1,500 even slowly. So then you have to build generators like this. That takes biofuel, which you can find in the open, or you can craft, which is handy. So you put that on. It's got a normal setting, so it's 1.5 power. If you can go overdrive, it uses more fuel, but it puts 3 on a second, and then that will take that over the 500 mark, which it should do in a second. Nearly there. So 500 is what it will go to naturally. My capacity is 1,500, and then it will keep going. It'll go up, and that's how you get to the 1,500, and that's how you craft the higher tier stuff in the base command. Switch that off. How you get higher mass is the opposite. You use a mass fabricator, and that takes power away, but it adds mass. So you need a fair amount of biofuel to keep things going. This is a refinery that just runs off power that you've got. Seed bed, tomatoes and cotton to help you build clothes and feed yourself. A workbench. This crafts you other things like the components for the for ammo, which is quite good. So that's a lot of the crafting covered. You don't want to see me do everything from scratch. That's a well sort of thing. That's good to get you bottles of water. So that's talking of hunger and stuff. It's actually pretty good. You once you filled yourself up. I mean, there's 3 different. You've got your thirst, which is obviously makes sense. You've got sort of fruit and veg rating and your protein, which you can get from these protein bars, meat and eggs, which is good. You don't. The good thing is you don't have to. If you don't get any vegetation for ages, it doesn't matter. You're not going to die. I just think it might slow down your stamina and healing rate if you get injured. This was a cool little thing. This solar panel. I didn't actually craft this. I took this from an AI after I killed him, which we're going to come on to right now. Actually, why not? The AI in this game are tough. They're not to be messed with. I remember you start with the pistol. I had a few rounds. I'll give it a go. I see him creeping in. And yeah, they messed me up. They messed me up big time. So it wasn't very good. But as long as you're a little bit cagey around them, then you should be all right. You got to try and think it out a little bit. Otherwise, they will just decimate you. No guarantees I'm not going to get decimated. I've only got 2 bandages. You will go through a lot of bandages. That's one thing I noticed. And there had to be a bear there as well, didn't there? Fucker. But I'm sure I saw a guy around here, so I don't know if he's going to come out and meet me or what. But well, that's one of the AI bases anyway over there. The great thing about them is that obviously if I kill the AI now, I might die. But if I kill them, then you'll see that they drop things. They actually drop items, which is great. But you can also raid their bases. They actually collect items and you can raid them. I'll piss someone off. He knows I'm here. Maybe not. Shit. Oh, come on, one shot. Oh, for fuck's sake. Where is he? shit, I'm gonna die. Shit, I'm definitely gonna die. Oh, please, no, not now. That's one down, but I'm bleeding again. Oh, shit, I'm dead. Oh dear. So as you can see, they're not to be messed with, even though I am really bad at this. So when you respawn, you will start somewhere in the world. You lose. You don't, like I said, you don't have any soft skills, so you don't lose anything like that. But you will, like I said, 100 seconds for your beacon to thing. I think you're. See, now this is a tribe, but they'll have guns. See, that's a bad spawn. That. You generally not going to kill these guys with without. Yeah, that was an unfortunate occasion. I think I've stumbled across their base before. That's quite rare that should happen. Derp. Hello, mate. Dear. So anyway, that's that's a bit of the AI. It was a shame that I couldn't show you me killing them because obviously they have loots and stuff. But it just goes to show they're pretty. It keeps you entertained because it is tough. You do have to think it out a lot more than I was, even though I just lost a shitload of stuff. It doesn't matter. Wildlife, very quickly. Obvious. Get near them, they'll smash you up. They give you like that warning shot there. It's sort of stay back, buddy. If you ignore it, they come for you. They're slowly to start with, but if you get in their way just a little bit more, they charge. And they don't give up that easily. I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly sure you can eventually get away from them, but you need to make sure your stamina is high. Same with the wolves. They'll give you a growl as a warning shot. Oh, no, maybe not that time. The only thing that does suck is that if you, like me, and a bit of an asshole, alright boys, and you think, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll use the environment to my plus. Hello. Then I'll lead all these animals into a bunch of AI. Doesn't work. The AI and the animals seem to leave themselves each other alone, which is a bit shit. But there you go. It's just that. So anyway, I'm gonna let myself die now by bear. Fuck off, bear. So yeah, they do you quick, very very quickly. Oh look, it spawned me right back to base. How good is that? That's nice of you. So anyway, as you can see, this game, I'm not going to say potential. I'm not. But it is already pretty good. And I tell you what, even for just for the fact that on solo, it keeps you busy is really something. If you've seen this game and you're like, oh, I don't really want to waste my money on another useless piece of shit, then don't worry. Spend away, you won't be disappointed. Okay, so the graphics aren't sort of something which you're always going to lust over, but to be honest, most of the time you're busy, you know, out looking for stuff or crafting or anything like that. So my hope genuinely is that it doesn't go full PvP. I know that, you know, most people want, you know, blood and guts all the time. I would have thought the best version of this game would be a co-op, sort of 4 players. Obviously, I know that the map size is going to be expanded, and maybe with the addition of things like just extra things to secure yourself. I haven't as of yet. I think this game file has been going. I think I've sort of been going for about 35 days in game time, and I've never once seen the AI attack my build. So maybe in the future something like that could happen, where the AI will attack you, or they'll attack each other sometimes. I don't know, but yeah. Bottom line, for an early access game, it works. It really works. So if you fancy something new, give it a go. Let me know if you do. Cheers for watching.